Hi, I'm Raimi and welcome to our first session of makeup therapy. This look is inspired by my current favorite drink, strawberry lemonade. Today I'm talking about life updates, new interests, and life lessons I've learned in the past months. My inspiration for this video comes from Alyssa Ashley and Jessica Vu. They do this kind of thing so well, so don't forget to check them out. I'm starting out with some prep and base makeup using products that have been my go-tos lately. I moved into an apartment with my boyfriend for the first time about 3-ish months ago. Side note, this was on my vision board for this year, and I know I definitely manifested the crap out of this one, which is crazy, and I'm so grateful. But anyways, up until a few weeks ago, he had a job where he worked all day, every day, and because of that, I learned a bit about myself. I used to think I could spend my entire life by myself and feel completely content and happy. Even though I do value alone time, this time was just different. I realized we're never completely alone, are we? That little voice in our brains always creeps up. I started to feel lonely and overthought everything I did. I felt my vibration lowering day by day, and looking back on this, I learned that every low point in life is usually followed by a whole bunch of growth. Whenever I'm going through it in any way, I always turn to manifestation, yoga, and meditation to feel better, and that's just my thing. It's what makes me feel good, and this time it really helped me boost my confidence and my mental health back up into a good place. I noticed that once you start to vibrate at a higher vibration, then the universe starts to open doors for you at those levels. I always try to keep up good habits that make me feel centered whenever I can, but I don't want this to come off as if I'm like someone who can always do yoga and meditate, because I'm definitely not. I'm very much normal, and if I feel like I can't do anything, I will cancel a whole day to do nothing and be sad. But I try not to, you know? Very exciting news alert, my old best friend and I finally rekindled our friendship after a solid year of not talking, and it's one of the best things that has happened for me this year. It's one of those friendships where we're basically the perfect people for each other. We've only been hanging out again for about 32 days, and it feels like a lifetime. Now I'm getting started on concealing my acne and applying my base makeup. I learned another lesson during that whole best friend breakup, which by the way is arguably more painful than any regular relationship breakup. If it's meant to be in your life, it will be. Don't force people or things into spots they don't fit in yet. The best thing I ever did was learn to show up for myself, and then life started showing up for me. Bree and I came back to each other as better people and even better friends. But I do not suggest applying this to stupid boys, because to me, those never change. Life is still so weird, but I still found a few things that I've fallen in love with. It all started when I bought one of those easy to care for trailing plants, and now I have 6 different plants in the apartment after just a few weeks. Indoor plants and the cute pots I can get for them takes up about 40% of my brain at all times, and I get so excited to take care of them, so I think this is officially qualified as a new hobby. I'm even getting fancy and trying, emphasis on trying, to propagate a leaf into a full-on plant. Plant people, you know what I mean. I'm also obsessed with fall fashion and thrifting right now. I want to challenge myself to put together funky outfits that I wouldn't normally think of, so we'll see how that goes. The TikTok fashion girls make it look so effortless, so stay tuned for my adventure to be my own fashion icon. Another thing that's been taking up a big amount of space in my brain is decorating our apartment. It's been a few months now, and the plain white walls are definitely getting to me. Sticking to a strict theme when it comes to decor is a really hard concept for me. Plus, decor is so expensive. Pretty sure I had a heart attack the other day when I saw a $50 throw pillow online. Here's my plan of action for Operation Decorate the Apartment. What I want to do is just pick up pieces that make me feel like I absolutely can't live without them, whether it's at the thrift shop or an online store or just a regular store like Target or something. And with this method, I'll be able to be surrounded by a bunch of decor and furniture that I love so much, so the space will come together perfectly by default. This plan sounds a little suspicious when I say it out loud, but you know what? Fingers crossed. The last thing that's been occupying my time is learning about healing crystals and balancing my chakras. Bree, Zach, and I have been getting into it together, and it's been such an eye-opening and soothing experience. Right now I'm getting started on some strawberry lemonade eye makeup makeup with some draped blush. I felt so much more balanced and connected to myself and even the universe because of it. We have a ton to learn while still being respectful to this kind of spirituality's roots in Hinduism. It's so important to know the background of the things we all choose to be a part of and go into things with good intentions. Bree and I went to a metaphysical shop, which is basically a place where they sell crystals, incense, herbs, and other things of that nature. My favorite part about being there is there are so many crystals to choose from, but the crystals end up choosing you. For example, my brain would try to find the most big and sparkly crystal out of the bunch, but I would end up being super drawn to a very random one that didn't necessarily fit into those boxes. It's just really cool and special, and I've 100% turned into the kind of person that doesn't leave the house without a few crystals in my purse. I'm really happy to be getting out of my normal makeup routine today. I've been doing my everyday makeup routine for Instagram photo shoots so much lately, I feel like I could do it in my sleep. You've probably noticed my acne earlier in the video. I have a few cysts that have popped up on my cheeks again. It's been a really long time since I've had those, and for a second it was really discouraging to see them pop up again. I always get acne flare-ups whenever I start to feel sad or stressed, and I'm not feeling that way anymore, but the cysts are still left behind from those moments. A few reminders for my acne-prone people out there: acne doesn't make you any less attractive. Ever. It's normal and you just have to let it go through its process. In the meantime, love yourself a little extra in whatever way feels best. If anyone makes you feel bad about your acne, remember that the judgments people make about others are just projections of their own insecurities. You are okay, and you are very, very hot. My makeup is almost done, so how about I tell you a few random funny things that have happened to me in the past few weeks, or even days, just to keep you entertained. Number 1, last night my boyfriend and I decided to try sleeping with those really soft eye masks. 10 out of 10 recommend, by the way, but he forgot he had it on last night and was confused about why he couldn't see me. In an attempt to find me, he headbutted me right in the middle of my forehead, and who doesn't love to wake up to a good old headbutting? Number 2, I got Zach a new yoga mat in the mail from Amazon, and he rolled it out in the living room, and our wiener dog Sadie proceeds to walk right onto it, and without skipping a beat, she did downward dog, the yoga pose. And I just feel like how, what? When would we ever see that? I feel so lucky to witness that. I feel like that's like a once in a lifetime thing. I'll make the last one short since this is almost over, but Zach and I only have 4 bowls, and now we only have 3 because I broke one on the carpet. I feel like things should not be allowed to shatter on carpet, but it did. And now we have to wash our bowls a little more frequently because we only have 3. And that's all for our first session of makeup therapy together. Thanks for sticking around through my rambles and this strawberry lemonade look. Feel free to stalk my socials and follow me so we can be friends. Love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!